All right, hey, welcome back. So you're building your life together, but what about your finances? I'm talking to you couples. Merging your finances is one of the scariest things you can do as a couple. So today I'm going to break down the top 3 ways that couples tend to manage their finances. So here we go. The first one is all in. So are you in a relationship where all of your money is mingled in together? Now that can be really scary where you're seeing what your spouse is spending, your spouse is seeing what you're spending, and you may have to answer those questions like, why'd you spend money on this? Why'd you spend money on that? Now that's a con of it, but a pro is you know where every dollar is going that's coming into your household. Now, again, like I said, it could be scary, but you're being open and transparent about everything. The next method is the separate method where you have your separate finances and your spouse has his separate finances, and you both go about your ways in managing what bills you pay separately. One of you may be responsible for the mortgage, the other may be responsible for all the utilities or the groceries, whatever it is. Now, the pro to that is you are not going to have a disagreement over how you're managing your money or what you're spending your money on because you don't have access to each other's finances. Now, the cons of that is that you may need additional funds. One of you may need more money than the other and you can't afford those finances. But because you're treating your finances separately, you don't see what the other spouse has and you may end up struggling. Now, one of the methods that I prefer, which is one that I use, is the hybrid method with my spouse. Now, we have separate accounts and then we have a joint account together. So we have a joint account that helps us pay for our monthly expenses, our utilities, all of our groceries, everything like that. Even our savings, we have a joint savings account. And then we have separate accounts as well. We have a separate checking, separate savings that help us to manage our finances jointly and separately. So if we wanted to buy a gift for the other individual, we can do that and, keep that little bit of mystery in there. But then we also have our separate finances. You may want to go to a concert or go out to a restaurant with one of your coworkers and you don't have to answer why you're spending your money on going out with a coworker. And then you have your joint expenses, which is also a benefit of that is that your funds are taken care of. Now, the con of that is that one spouse may hide money from the other spouse. Now, you don't want to do that because you're in a relationship together and you want to be open and transparent in your relationship. So I want to know down in the comments, which one do you prefer? The all-in method, the hybrid method, or the separate method? Which one has been working for you?